If you're in your 40s, tapos you're watching this, don't be too hard on yourself. Life happens kasi, diba? A lot of people spend their 20s, their 30s, raising kids, paying bills, supporting parents. Some are even recovering from financial setbacks nung mas bata pa sila. And a lot of us are just trying to survive. And I say this, and it's very important kasi a lot of the people in their 40s may nafe-feel kasi na shame na bakit ngayon lang nila naiisip yung investing na part. And gusto kong sabihin na hindi pa huli ang lahat. So if you're watching this, I'm proud of you for thinking about investing na. So, if you're in your 40s, meron akong sasabihin sa video na to na 7 things na kailangang malinaw muna sa'yo bago ka magsimula na mag-invest. Number 1 is yung cash flow. Before investing, dapat malinaw sa'yo saan napupunta yung pera mo. Isipin mo yung parang timba, di ba? Kung yung timba, di ba, lalagyan mo ng tubig. Kung butas yung timba, masasayang yung mga nilalagay mo na tubig, di ba? So, ganun din, when you start to think about investment, na pag pumapasok yung pera, dapat aware ka kung may mga butas ba yung timba. Kasi kahit madagdagan yung income mo, kung butas or hindi naka-budget, hindi din siya mapupuno. There's a proverb that says, know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds. I like it when it says, know the condition of your flocks. Noong unang panahon, di ba, ang currency naman nila hindi pera agad, no? A lot of them rely on livestock. So, isipin mo kung meron kang tupahan and everyday titingnan mo lang yung mga tupa mo na, okay, may tupa pa ako. Hindi mo inaalam yung condition ng flock mo. Baka nababawasan na pala ng, I don't know, ng 3 or ng 5 or kinain na ng wolf or yung iba na wala na or naligaw. So, understand your cash flow, know the condition of your flock, and give attention or pay attention to your herds. Number 2 is utang. Kung meron kang mga utang, harapin mo muna yung mga utang. Ang math kasi niyan is, kunyari, a lot of the credit cards, meron siyang interest na 2 to 3% a month pag hindi ka nakakabayad in full, diba? So, if you have that existing utang, then it doesn't make sense na mag-i-invest ka agad. Kasi, for example, hindi nga nakakabayad ng utang. So, the interest is piling up. 3% every month yung interest. In 1 year, 36% na agad siya. Eh, if you're planning to invest in, kunyari, Pag-ibig NP2, that's only 6 to 7% in a year. So, sobrang lugi and the math is not mathing. And magandang reminder din na owe nothing to anyone except to love and seek the best of one another. Number 3 ay emergency fund. So, mas importante when you're in your 40s na, meron ka nang nabuo, at least na-build na emergency fund para if you wanna invest, for example, in the stock market, then kahit na bumagsak yung stocks na hawak mo or yung investment na hawak mo, hindi ka mapipilitang magbenta ng palugi dahil may naka-save naman na emergency fund for real emergencies. And for those na nagbe-message sa page na medyo nada-down sila dahil nagagamit yung emergency fund, that's actually the purpose of that fund, para may magamit ng emergency. So imagine kasi kung wala, diba, saan huhugot for the emergency? And so pag naubos yung emergency fund, then what's gonna happen is that we need to replenish it. Number 4 is health protection or insurance. Hindi necessarily na kailangan mo ng VUL, but health risk kasi becomes more relevant as the age goes up. Lalo na kung may dependents ka. Dito kasi sa Pilipinas, ang mahal magkasakit. You know, the middle class is just one medical emergency away from losing all the savings again, no? So, learn the world of insurance. It could be HMO, it could be life insurance. Basta yung fit sa goals mo, budget mo, pamilya mo, situation mo. Not because somebody else recommends it, okay? Number 5 ay income and skill building. May kasabihan, diba, sasabihin nila, you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. Well, hindi totoo yun. At hindi ako naniniwala doon. I know people in their prime, they're lampas na ng senior, but they're really trying to learn, build new skills. Especially ito dito sa online social media, no? And very inspiring also. So, learn a money-making skill, learn an income-generating skill. I would say cooking is a life-saving skill. Kasi tipid talaga kapag nagluluto. So, if marunong kang magluto or hindi ka marunong, you're trying to learn it, then mas nakakatipid. At yung matitipid, pwedeng ilagay pandagdag sa investment. So, So you can think of other income generating skills that you're passionate about. Pwedeng communication, pwede could be sales, writing, coding, content creation, public speaking, and if you're watching a lot of the videos in this channel, sometimes I talk about trading also, diba? There's the 10,000 hour rule where it says na it takes roughly 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to achieve true mastery in a field. And kung investing and trading in the stock market is something that you want to learn or build this year, then I have a free guide that you can download below if you want to start learning about it. So it's free to download. Just check it out below the description of this video. Number 6 is to avoid catch-up mistakes. So a lot of people that I talk to, masyado ng maraming naging financial mistakes nung mas nakababata pa sila. And usually, pag nagka-catch up kasi based on the previous mistakes, mas nagiging vulnerable sa scam. Nakakalungkot kasi, syempre, nagkamali na nga before, tapos kailangan habulin yung time and yung nalugi. Minsan mas attracted into guaranteed returns or high-risk na schemes, aggressive trading, a lot of all-in decisions. So when I say all-in decisions, yung mga life savings, parang ilalagay na all-in into that whatever investment that is offered. So be very, very careful to avoid catching up with the past mistakes if ever na meron kang ganun. And then last, number 7 is make peace with reality. May mga bagay na hindi na natin mababalikan katulad ng mga years na baka hindi mo ito maagang nasimulan. Pero ang maganda is you're watching this and you're already making a decision to start today. So those are the 7 things that I would consider if I would be starting in my 40s and I want to start investing. Ito yung mga 7 bagay na i-consider ko before I dive into investing. And maraming types of investment that you can choose from. So after going through the 7, you choose different types of investment. If stock market investing and trading is something that you want to learn first, then I have a free guide below that you can download and you can start your journey now.